And finally, with yesterday's January 6th hearings, one of the things that we learned, and this is probably the overall, theme of the day, was that Donald Trump himself was in fact directly involved in the fake elector scheme. Liz Cheney opened it up by saying Trump had a direct and personal role in this efforts. In other words, the same people who were attempting to pressure Vice President Mike Pence to reject electoral votes illegally were also simultaneously working to reverse the outcome of the 2020 election at the state level. Each of these efforts to overturn the election is independently serious. Each deserves attention both by Congress and our Department of Justice. And all of this was done in preparation for January 6th. Adam Schiff then took his turn, and he cited that federal judge who basically said a couple months ago, yes, it looks like there is evidence that Donald Trump and John Eastman at the time committed crimes. Adam Schiff reiterated that. But they all made it crystal clear that all of these players they were talking about, the folks from Arizona, the folks from Georgia, Ron Johnson, Andy Biggs, Jim Jordan, all of these people were doing this with Trump's consent, with his involvement. He was at the top of this very big conspiracy to overthrow the results of the 2020 election by any means necessary, right? Whether it was just straight up getting Mike Pence to say, oh, hell no, we're not doing this. Whether it was to get each individual state to send these alternate electors up to D.C., whatever it was, Trump was in fact involved. Now, a lot of people may think like, okay, yeah, we know that. Yeah, we've known that. But we've never actually heard it coming from Congress. See, that's the difference here, folks. That's why this is so significant and, of course, so explosive. Because, yeah, we've all assumed, okay, we can't even say we knew Trump was involved. It was always assumed that, yes, he was. But now they're coming out and telling us that we have seen enough evidence to come to the conclusion that Donald Trump was involved every step of the way. That is a massive development. And it's a massive development that should actually lead to another massive development, which should be the appointing of a special prosecutor by Merrick Garland to investigate Donald Trump. I'm almost getting sick and tired of saying this. But I am starting to see, of course, more and more people suggest this, so I'm glad. I've been saying it for 9 months now. But it's time. We have the evidence. We have enough evidence to warrant a special prosecutor. I'm not saying we have enough evidence to charge yet. We do have enough evidence to impanel a grand jury. We have enough evidence to move forward with a legitimate criminal investigation spearheaded by the Department of Justice, an investigation that the Republicans in Congress can do nothing to stop. And that's the other important piece of the puzzle we got to remember here, folks. We're coming towards the end of June, right? It's going to be here in a week. So we got to get through July, then August, then September, October, and a couple days into November, Republicans are going to win back the House. January, they'll take over. And that January 6th committee is over. We got 4 months. Not even 4 months, because they're going to, wrap it up so they can get home and campaign so they can try to win their re-elections. But we only have a couple months left for this committee to officially, finish their work. And that's not enough time. I have been immensely impressed with everything they have done so far. They've had some missteps, and I've called them out for that. I mean, we should have had these televised hearings from the start. But then again, public probably would have gotten bored with it if we had done that. So maybe I was wrong about some of those criticisms I leveled against them. But the committee is on a set time frame, a time frame that they cannot change. The DOJ would not be. A special prosecutor would not be. They would have 2.5 years to finish this. And it wouldn't even take them that long because the committee's done most of the legwork for them. But it all rests now on one man, Merrick Garland. And I don't think he has it in him to do it. One of today's video sponsors is Private Internet Access VPN. Right now, they have an amazing offer for our Ring of Fire viewers. Go to privateinternetaccess.com/ringofire and you can get 83% off for 3-year plans plus 4 months completely free. Private Internet Access is the world's most transparent VPN provider with over 30 million downloads. They never record or store user data, and their no logs policy has been proven multiple times in court. And this is just the type of software you need, because if you aren't browsing the web using a VPN service, then you are not as secure as you'd like to think. Your data could be vulnerable to all sorts of threats that VPNs do a great job of minimizing or sometimes outright eliminating. What's more, Private Internet Access works with all major streaming services, so you have unrestricted access to all your favorite content anywhere in the world. Plus, this is one of the few VPNs that fully supports P2P file sharing and torrenting. Private Internet Access has a world-class server fleet in over 80 countries, meaning you get a secure, reliable VPN connection anytime, anywhere. Plus, this VPN is available for all platforms: Windows, Mac, Android, Linux, iOS, and many more. So go to privateinternetaccess.com/ringofire and take advantage of the special offer. 83% off for the 3-year plans. That brings it all down to about $2 per month, and you also get 4 extra months of VPN protection for free. Plus, signing up for Private Internet Access is risk-free. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and their highly skilled customer support team of experts is available 24/7, so make sure to subscribe today.